let's quickly revise yesterday's topic that we have discussed. Then we'll move on to today's topics. Okay, so this is what we discussed yesterday. We started our class with ABAP workbench objects, category of objects. So, what is an object first of all? Anything that you create, change, delete in SAP is termed as an object. Okay, that could be a table, a program, a form, any RICEF object. RICEF, 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 right? So these objects are categorized into two types: local object and transportable object, right? So local object is something that you create in the development system, and it is not possible for you to transport it to quality or production system. Okay, so local objects are meant to be practice objects. If you want to practice anything, you can create anything, those things in your local object. If not, always create a transportable object. Okay, so transportable object is something that can be transported to quality or production system from development system. Okay, that is a transportable object. So few differences between local and transportable objects are: local objects are always saved in a temporary package, and the name of the package is $TMP. Okay, TMP means temporary, $TMP. So transportable object means it is saved in an actual package, okay, either standard package or custom package. And every time you save anything in a package other than temporary package, it will ask for a TR. A transport request will be asked. System will prompt for a transport request. Then local object means it will not have any TR, because local means you are not supposed to transport it at all, right? So there is no TR associated with a local object, whereas a transportable object will have a unique TR. Okay. So local objects are created in development system and cannot be moved to quality or production, whereas transportable objects are created in development system and can be moved to quality or production system. Okay. And local objects are created only for the practice purposes, and transportable objects are created to meet the actual client requirement. Okay. Then package. So what is a package? Package is nothing but a folder. Okay, it is like a folder that is in my PC or my computer, wherein we will store our files. Okay, so similar to that, in SAP we will store our objects inside a package. Okay, that's it. Then categories of packages. There are three categories of packages: local, standard, custom. Local means anything that you are saving in, or anything that you are saving as a local object will be stored in a local package called $TMP. That is local package. Then standard package means these are the packages created by SAP or delivered by SAP, and we as the ABAP team should never change the standard packages. Custom packages are something that are created by the development team, means us, ABAPers, right? Created by development team, and we have the free will to change these custom packages or store any custom objects in these custom packages as per the client requirement. Then transport request. So transport request is a unique request. Okay, it's a unique request that gets auto generated, automatically created in your development system whenever you want to create any object. Okay, the minute you hit create or save in development system, first thing that SAP is going to ask you is package. After that, it will ask for a TR. First, SAP will ask for package, then it will ask for a TR. Okay, and no matter which project you get into, you will always have the same naming convention for your transport request TR. Okay, so first three letters will be your system ID. Whatever the system name is, that will be your first three letters. Then after that, you will have K. K. After K, you will have a unique number, unique generated number, auto generated number. Then Types of TRs, types of transport request. So we discussed that there are two types of objects when it comes to SAP: workbench objects and customizing objects. Sorry, workbench object means these are created means whenever we want to save any workbench objects, in those situations we have to use the workbench TR. Normally ABAP team uses the workbench TR. Customizing TR means all the system related configurations or data inside your tables. These kind of information will be stored in the customizing TR, and normally this will be created by your functional team. Okay. Then transaction code or T code. Okay, what is a T code? So in SAP, for us to navigate from one place to another place, one screen to another screen, we have to use a shortcut called as a T code. Okay. So in the command field on top left corner, we have to provide our T code name and hit enter. Then it will take us to that T code. Okay. And there are two types of T codes in SAP: standard versus custom. Okay. So standard means again created by SAP, delivered by SAP. We should never ever modify any standard T code. You will not even get any requirement to change the standard T code. Never, you will never get it. Okay. Then custom T codes are created by the ABAP team, and again, as per the client requirement, we can create, change, delete the custom T codes. No problem with the custom T codes. This is what we have discussed in the yesterday's class. So before beginning today's class, anyone has any doubt? Okay, fine. See, till now I've been telling you standard custom, right? Standard package, standard T code, etc., etc. So exactly what is a standard object, what is a custom object? Okay, now how to identify. Standard object means, see, the minute you hear standard word, that means it is created by SAP. Okay, standard means created by SAP. Custom means created by consultants. Okay, standard is created by SAP. Custom is created by SAP consultants, means us. Okay, we either a functional, technical, whoever, but created by the consultants. Okay. Now, how to identify what is standard, what is custom? Okay, I told you that you should not change standard packages. I said you should not change standard T codes. So likewise, you should not change no standard objects. Okay, no standard objects in SAP should be changed. So how to judge which is standard, which is custom? Now, see, SAP has a naming convention. Okay, SAP has a separate naming convention wherein any object, okay, any rise of object that is beginning with any letter between A to X, means A, B, C, D, E up to X, are reserved by SAP. Okay, any letter, any object whose letter is starting with A to X, okay, any letter between A to X are reserved by SAP. We as a ABAP consultants can only use either Y or Z. Okay, when we create anything new in SAP, we should start the object name with either Y or Z. I cannot start any object name with any letter between A to X. Okay. So basically, within the system, if you see, if any letter in any object name is starting with Y or Z, it could be custom. But if the same object, any object is starting with any letter between A to X, it is SAP's. Okay. Directly by looking at the name itself, you can identify. Okay. So let me show you one demo. One second. Controls. There is a problem with the server, I believe. Fine, no problem. Okay. But yes, see, any object that is starting with only Y or Z is custom. Whenever we want to create anything in SAP, it should always start with either Y or Z. Okay, we cannot use any other letter. Okay, let's keep that in mind when we create things. And also in between Y and Z, most of the projects uses Z. Okay, in between Y and Z, most of the projects will use Z. So when we practice also, when we create anything, when we change anything also, we will use Z. Okay, we will use Z. Okay, so there are these are some shortcuts in SAP. Okay, with your T codes. Okay, with our T codes, you can use these shortcuts. So first shortcut is /n plus our T code name. Okay, /n plus T code name. So /n means it will replace my existing session with a new session. Means currently I am, let's say, in one T code. Okay, from one T code I want to navigate to another T code. Right. So in this case, if I give /n, then the T code name S11 is a T code. Okay, we have seen SC09, right, yesterday. So likewise, SC11 is one T code. So if you give /n S11, then it will replace my current session with SC11 session. Okay, new screen. I mean, existing screen will be gone. New screen I'll get. Okay, that is /n. Replace existing session with new session. /o means it will not end the current session. Instead, it will create a new session. Okay, without ending current session, it will create a new session. That is /o. Okay, creating new session. So to give you a simple example, see, let's say if I do a control N here, what it will do, it will create a new PPT for me. Correct. So this is like control O. Okay, /o, I mean, sorry, /o. So without replacing existing my file, it opened a new file. Correct. This is /o. But if I want to open anything by replacing this, okay, then that becomes your /n. Okay, if you open a notepad with a control N, it will replace the existing notepad session. Okay, try it, you will understand. That is /n versus /o. Okay, /n replaces the current session to navigate to the new T code. /o will not replace uh, the current session to open a new T code. It will create new screen to open new T code. Okay, I'll show you anyhow later. Once we get into the system, I'll show you this. Then /n ex is a shortcut which is used to log off from your SAP. /n ex. Ex means exit. Okay, you can use it to log out from the SAP. Done. So actually this was the end. So shortcuts was the end of our first chapter. So let's quickly check the document also if we have covered everything or did we miss anything. If we have missed anything, we'll cover that off. So first, introduction to SAP we have seen. Then what is ERP we have seen. Different modules in SAP we have seen. Then other ERP vendors, client and server, three-tier architecture, presentation layer, application layer, database layer. Then introduction to ABAP commands. Then initial screen of SAP also we have seen. This screen we have seen. Then what is a command field we know. Transaction codes, standard versus custom. Then what is a standard transaction code? What is a custom ones? Then shortcuts. Then ABAP workbench objects. Okay, SC80 I did not show you, but when we create a package, actually, I'll show you SC80 Object Navigator. So this is a one more T code. Okay, SC80 is a T code. So I told you that you will be given some important T code names, right? So see, these are those important T code names that you might use in every day. Okay, every day. So SC11, SC38, SC91, 37, 51, and smart forms. Okay, like Normally every day you will be using these things. There are a few more T codes, but these are more important ones. Okay. the if we start practicing, once we start actually getting into the system, once we start practicing, you will easily remember those. It's we're not very hard to remember these numbers and all, because the existing people who are working are always remembering things, right? So it's not a huge task to remember the T code names. It's very easy. Yeah, then we have seen what is a package also. But yeah, I did not create a package yet. Yeah, we will create it once we get into creation of objects. I'll show you how to create a package. Okay. But coming to introduction, we have covered all the topics other than showing you object navigator screen and steps to create a package. So to create a package, we have to go to the T code SC80 only anyhow. So at that time, I'll show you what is SC80, how to navigate to SC80, how to create a package. Steps I'll show you once we create an object. Once we create an object. So any doubt in the introduction, anyone? Could be anything since the beginning of the class till now. Any doubt? Okay, I'll take that as a no. Okay, so today will be our last theoretical class. Okay, from next class onwards, everything will be practical. Okay, because we have completed our SAP introduction. Introduction to SAP is completed. ERP introduction is completed. You now have the knowledge of understanding how SAP works. So this is data dictionary. So once that theoretical part of data dictionary is completed, from next class onwards, everything will be on system. Okay. I'll not even open the PPT. I'll not open documents. Nothing. I'll open directly. Everything that I'll be explaining is on the system only, with the live creation of things. Okay. I'll not even show you existing developments that we've done for previous batches. Everything that uh, we teach will be a live creation only in front of you. Okay, done. So now, first of all, what is a data dictionary? Okay, so say data dictionary is the second chapter of our course. Okay, so this is the first, and here is our second chapter. Okay, data dictionary. This is our second chapter. Okay, second chapter. So data dictionary consists of all these objects. Okay, all these objects. So data dictionary is like a central repository or single point of entry in in order to create multiple data objects in the system. That is general definition of your data dictionary. So in layman terms, what you can understand is a data dictionary is used to create different category of objects, and those category of objects are mentioned here. Okay, you can create any of these objects. Okay, any of these objects by using one single T code, that is SE11. Okay, SE11, only one T code. By using only one T code, we can create these many objects. Okay, that is SE11. So first of all, from the table of contents, let's begin with database tables. Okay, database tables, the most important one. Out of all the data dictionary objects, database table is the most important one. Okay, so now we already know what is a table, a database table, right? So data will be stored in the database in the format of a table, right? In a tabular format, the data will be saved in the database. That is the reason we call that as database table. Okay, simple. That's what is a database table. Now, earlier I said that when we talked about the differences between ECC and HANA, so here I told you that in ECC system we will have multiple category of tables, whereas in the HANA system we will only have one category. Correct? Multiple category in ECC, one category in HANA systems. So that's what this line here is. So in ECC system we have three types of tables. Three types of tables, whereas in HANA system we will only have one single type, one type. Okay. So now, why three types? Why only one type in HANA means? See, how first let's understand how are these tables defined. Okay. So first of all, transparent table. Okay, ECC systems, transparent tables. Transparent table means, see, let's say in the system, okay, in the screen, if I am seeing 10 fields in a table, means 10 columns in a table. Okay, 10 columns in a table. Take this. Okay, take this for example. This is a table which is having some employee information. Okay, this employee information is there. So in which we have five columns. Okay, five columns means five field. Column is called as a field. So here this I feel you already know what is a column, right, in a table. So I'm having five columns in my table. So this column name is nothing but a field name. Okay, the technical term for a column name is field name in SAP. So going forward, we will call it as a field name only, not a column name. Okay. So I'm having five fields in this table. Okay, five fields in the table. Now, for a transparent table, if we consider this as a transparent table in SAP, if I am seeing five fields in the screen level, I'm seeing five fields. In the database also, I'll only have five fields. Okay, in the screen level, if I am seeing five fields, in the database also, I will only have five fields. That is transparent tables, one to one relationship. Okay, transparent tables, one to one relationship means same number of columns or fields that you see in the screen will be the same in your database also. Okay, parallel to each other or transparent to each other or one to one relationship to each other. Okay, that is transparent table. Now, cluster or pooled tables. Okay, cluster or pooled table means, so in the screen now I am seeing five fields, correct, but actually in the database it will not be five fields. It might have two fields only, it might have 10 fields, it might have 15 fields, it might have five fields, it could be anything. So basically, whenever you want to see the data of pooled or cluster tables in ECC system, it used to get the data from different tables in your database and show it as a one single entity in your screen. Okay, automatically SAP used to join different tables into one single unit, and it is used to display the output in one single table. Basically, that's what is your cluster or pooled table means. Means if you are seeing 10-15 fields in your table, it is not necessary that in the database level also this table has 10-15 fields. Not possible. Not mandatory. It could have any number of fields, but while showing you the data, it is only showing you these 10-15 fields. Okay, that is cluster and pooled tables. So because of this cluster and pooled tables, these were there since way back in time. 20-25 years these categories were there, but SAP felt like because of this category there are other repercussions with the new HANA system, right? That why to join these many tables in the database level itself when we can directly use transparent tables, because there is no actual benefit of using cluster or pooled tables, right? So that is the reason these were replaced with transparent tables. Okay, so in HANA system we will only see one category, that is transparent table. Transparent table means if I'm having 10 fields in, if I'm seeing 10 fields in the screen, then in the database also I'll only have 10 fields. No confusion, zero confusion. For with cluster and pooled tables, there was confusion. As in, okay, I'm seeing five fields here, but what could be the number of fields in my database? That confusion was there. But with HANA, no confusion. Okay, if you're seeing 10 fields, database also it will have only 10 fields. Okay? That is transparent table. Any doubt in this slide, anyone? See, this is extremely important for you to understand the table concept. Okay, database table concept is very important. Any
Yeah,
doubt? Hmm.
yes, Jagdish this side.
Jagdish?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I have a doubt regarding the cluster and pool tables.
Hmm.
You said we have a many to one relationship. For example, if you have, for example, let us say seven fields, do we need to? I mean, are we fetching the seven fields from different databases? I mean, different tables in the database, one database, or are we saving that into seven tables in the database? from one table we have seven fields, right? So are we
Correct.
saving seven? I'm not getting that point correctly. And one more thing is, you said transparent table will have only one-to-one relationship. That's I'm
Mm-hmm.
not getting. Could you please differentiate between these two clearly? I mean,
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
not getting actually. Yeah.
Okay. See,
Yes,
whenever
yes.
you open any table in SAP, let's say this is SAP screen. This is my current SAP screen. So in the SAP screen, for in this example, I am seeing five fields in this table. Okay, this is my employee table. In this table, I am seeing five fields. I extracted the data. After extracting the data, this is what I see from the table. So if this is a transparent table, then from screen level, I will see I'm seeing five fields in this table. So similarly, when these are saved in the database also, this table will only have five fields. Screen level versus database level. And it will be only one database. Okay, always one database, not multiple databases. Okay, so if I'm seeing five fields in screen level, in the screen, if I'm seeing on my laptop, on my desktop, if I'm seeing five fields in this table, in the database also, SAP stores only five fields in the table. That is transparent. Cluster and pooled means if I am seeing five fields, same table, let's say, if I am seeing five fields, maybe this table in the database is not having five fields actually. It might have different number of fields in the database, not on the screen. On the screen, you will still see the same fields, but while it is pulling the data, while it is showing you the data or the field names, it is actually pulling it from different sources, different tables in one single database, not multiple databases, one single database with different tables.
You mean, are we saving that into the database or are we fetching from the database? That is the
Both
doubt in
ways,
pooled and cluster. Both ways.
both ways. You
And
can
for
save the data, you can save the data, you can get the data. Both ways it will work.
and and one more thing, in pooled or cluster, right? In pooled
Mhm.
or cluster, we have used in database. We might see the, for example, instead of five fields, we might there might be some more fields additional, right?
Correct.
So why uh, why like that? Why? I mean, in
Like
transparent,
that
we have
means
only five.
See, why like that means
I'm
SAP created it that way. Why like that? There is no definition of for why, but SAP just created it that way. But later on, now they feel like there is no benefit of having these many categories, so that is the reason they replaced it. Okay, I mean, 20 years back, someone came up with that idea to categorize it, but they did not see the benefit of using those things. As you said, why? Like many people question why to have these many categories, why the confusion to the people who is actually working. That is the reason they felt like removing it.
okay. Currently, in industry, we are using only transparent, right?
No, not I'll not say industry. Depending upon your system version. If
Okay, okay, okay.
if it is ECC system, then you will still have pooled and cluster tables. But if it is a HANA
Hmm.
system, then you will not have pooled and cluster tables.
Okay. Ultimately, you're saying in pooled and cluster, whatever required, we will fetch. There might be a lot of fields, but whatever required, we will fetch. Is that you're saying?
Yes, as per
Okay,
the table design, it will be fetched.
okay, okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Anyone else? Okay, okay. Now let's understand the unique and non-unique relationship in a table. Okay, again, this is very important topic for us to understand because without understanding the primary key or unique key concept, we can't create real-time tables. Okay, we will not be able to judge how to create the real-time tables. Okay, now consider the same table, this table only, for example, employee information. Now, general common sense is that whenever any employee information is stored in anywhere, then what is the unique thing for every employee, one thing will be unique, that is your employee id. Means one employee id cannot be assigned to multiple people, that is not possible. But employee names could be same, first name could be same, second name could be same, gender could be same, right? That these three can be repeated, repetitive, but the employee number cannot be repetitive, it's not possible, correct? So using that same factor, this table is created. Okay, so in this table, my employee number is a key field or primary field. Okay, primary key field, only the first column. See, this is in blue now, so that means this is a primary key. All the black ones here are my non-key fields or not a primary key. Okay, non-key field or not primary key, right? So with this primary key, what happens is, if I choose any column, okay, if I choose any column or field as a unique key, then unique means what? Different, not same, different from each other, that is unique. Okay, so if I am saving any field as a unique field, then I cannot repeat an entry in that column or in on that field. Okay, so take this example. See, I'm having these many number of employees in my table. So till here everything is in black. Black means accepted. Okay, no problem at all. But look at the last entry here. 1 2 3 4 5, I've written it twice. Yeah, I've already written it for Rahul. I'm trying to assign the same employee number to Ruchika, okay, which is not possible. Okay, see, but if you observe, Rahul is repeating thrice, Sharma is repeating twice, male and female is also repeating. Mail ID also I repeated because normally it will not be repetitive, but still because it is a non-key field, I made this as a non-key field. That is the reason I repeated here. Okay. Normally in real time it will not be repetitive, I know, but still, just for the example purpose, I repeated it here. Okay. See, employee first name I can repeat, repetitive, second name repetitive, gender also repetitive. Why? Because these are what? Non-key fields, not a primary key. So if it is not a key field, if it is not a primary key, then the data within my table can be repetitive. The data in the table can be repetitive. But if I am specifying any column as a key field, as a key field, then the data cannot be repetitive. Okay. Since 1 2 3 4 5 all is already declared here, I cannot declare or I cannot add one more entry with 1 2 3 4 5. Normally, again, you will not be the person who will be maintaining the data in the system, but you will be the person who will be creating the database table, right? So when you are creating the database table itself, you should have this in the mind that, okay, what is the purpose of the table? Okay, I told you that you will be getting the requirement from your functional team, correct? So before actually creating the table, you have to ask your functional team, what is the purpose of this table, where will you use it? Okay, and how many key fields do you want? They know already what is a key field, your functional team will know what is a key field and all. So you should question them these things. Anyhow, it will be mentioned in the functional document that you will get from them. But if it's not there, if it's missed somehow, then you can question them. These are the questions that you have to ask them. Okay, what is the purpose of the table? Okay, how will you use it? What kind of data will you store in the table? What are the key fields in the table? Means what data can be repeated, what data cannot be repeated. So wherever the data, if you feel like it will be repeated, don't make it a primary key. If you feel like the data is not, should not repeat, okay, the data should not repeat, then make it as a key field. It's very simple in the system. Once we get into the system, it's just one checkbox. I don't know why the server isn't connecting. If it have connected, I would have shown you directly. Let me try again. Great. Some temporary issue, it did not work earlier. Let me just show the demo directly in the system. Okay, before this, okay, let me show you that shortcut. I told you that the T codes will have a shortcut, right? Slash n slash o slash n ex. So let's see this first. Okay. So let's say this is my first screen of SAP, initial screen of SAP, default screen of SAP. You can call it anyway. Okay. So no matter which project you get into, this is how your SAP screen will look like. So this right side picture might be different. Okay. In this case, this is SAP's picture, but a few projects or a few clients will put their own logo here. Few ones, not everyone. Few people might put their own logo, but look and feel will more or less be the same. Like this only it will be there. Okay. So now, first of all, if I want to navigate to any T code, I said that you can give it here on the command field. Okay, like this, I can give SE11. Okay, like this, I can give in the command field directly. Right. So currently I'm in SE11. So see database table views and all. So the same thing I've shown you in the contents also. No? See, all these contents are here, here. Okay. So now from this T code from SE11, I want to open SE09. I want to go to transport organizer, or I want to go to any other T code, no matter which T code, but from one T code, I want to go to another T code. So directly if I give SE09, see what will happen. Because while coming to SE11, what did I do? Directly I gave SE11, it came here. But now if I give SE09 and hit enter, is it going anywhere? No. I'm still in the SE11 screen only. No? See on the bottom here I can see the T code. No? SE11, still in SE11. So from one T code to another T code, if you want to navigate, the prerequisite is either use slash n or slash o. If you don't use it, then you will not be able to navigate. Okay. See, from initial screen you can navigate. From this screen you can navigate. See, directly if I give 09, you can go, no problem. But from one T code you cannot go to another T code. You cannot jump from one T code to another T code directly. You have to use the extension. Okay, you have to use the extension. So now let's say I'll give slash n se09. Okay, slash n, then the T code name. Okay. Instead of directly giving the T code name, I am giving slash n. So now see what will happen. Enter. See, now I am in my SC09. Correct. See, SC09 T code name bottom here you will see T code name. So how many sessions are there in my system currently? Only one. This is my logon page. Anyhow, this is my logon session. So my current active session is only one. Correct. Because I used what slash n. So what did it do? It replaced my SC11 screen with SC09 screen. Okay, it replaced my SC11 screen with SC09. Now let me give slash o, then the T code name. Enter. See, I am in my what? My data dictionary again. But what did it do? It created a new session. Instead of replacing existing session, it created a new session. Okay, created a new session. Again from here, if I give slash o SC0, SC11, 09 or 11, whatever, if I want to give, because let's say I want to open one more SC11 screen. I don't want to replace this SC11 screen. I want to open one more SC11 screen. Enter. See, third session got opened. Third session. One, two, three. One transport organizer, one SC11, second SC11. Now let's say I want to replace. So slash n SC09. Now I'm in my transport organizer. See the number of sessions? Three sessions. What happened? One data dictionary session got replaced with transport organizer. Simple. So slash n will replace my current screen or current session with new session. Slash o will create a new session. That's it. Slash o will create a new session. So again, if I do slash o s11, you can do this up to six number of times. Means in parallel you can open only six sessions. This is a test system, so you might be able to open more, but in real time you will not be able to open more than six sessions. So see, this is a test system, so I am able to open these many sessions, but in real time you can only open six parallel sessions at a time. You cannot open more than six sessions. Okay, you will get an error message after six. If you try to open, you will get a message saying that maximum number of GUI sessions you opened GUI means graphical user interface. Okay, so maximum number of GUI sessions reached. You will get a pop-up message stating that. Okay, so in real time, remember you cannot open more than 6 sessions in parallel, and 6 sessions are more than enough. We will not do multitasking in 6 different sessions at the same time. Okay, that is more than enough. 6 sessions are more than enough. So now let's say if I want to log off. Okay, log off. So first thing what you'll have to do to log off is close each and every individual session separately. Okay, see, like this you have to close 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 close. So when you close the last session, it will give you this pop-up: unsaved data will be lost, do you want to log off? On the last page only it will give you. See, all the remaining sessions got closed. This is the last session. Here I will get the option to log off. If I click yes, I will be logged off. But instead of doing manually those many closures, I'll use a shortcut. See how shortcut will work. Okay. So currently, let's say I'll open 3 sessions. Okay. So now I'm having 3 sessions. Correct? One, two, three. So ideally, if I have to close each and every individual session, I have to click this close button, close icon here. But directly if I write slash nex, see what will happen. Okay. Currently 3 sessions are active now. Three are active. So slash nex, enter. See, all the three got closed at the same time and I got logged off. Okay, all the sessions will be closed and I will be logged off. Okay, SAP will log me off from the system completely. That is ex slash nex. So depends your wish. You can either use shortcut or you can normally close it. That is up to you. Whichever you feel like is easier for you, you can use it. But coming to the navigation from one T code to another T code, you definitely have to use slash n or slash o. Without using those, you cannot navigate. Okay, slash n or slash o. From initial screen, no problem. You can directly navigate by giving the T code name. But from one T code to another T code, you cannot do it directly. You should use the prerequisite shortcut, that pre shortcut slash n or slash o you have to use. Okay, now coming back, what were we discussing? Key versus non-key field. So the T code is SC11. I told you that the data dictionary T code. So let me open a standard table for you. Okay, standard table. So VBAP. I'll try to open this. This is a standard table. See, what is a key field, what is a non-key field means simply this checkbox should be checked. No rocket science involved in making things key or non-key. If you want to make any field as a key field, you simply have to check this checkbox. See, it says key na here. Check this checkbox. If you don't check the checkbox, it will be non-key field. Simple as that. Okay, if you check the checkbox, it will be a key field. If you're not checking the checkbox, it will be non-key field. Simple. That's it. Okay, that's it. So I see now how to identify. I told you right how to identify between standard versus custom object. Any object starting with any letter between A to X is standard. Any object starting with Y or Z is custom. What is this letter starting with? V. V na. That means it should be standard. So let's display this. Okay, someone changed it recently. That is the reason it says last changed with some username. You ideally you should not change it. Okay, let me open one more standard table. It is a test system. There are many people working in this system, so they will be changing it on their own. That is why. Okay, see, this is one more table. Last changed, if you observe, this is SAP. Okay, SAP. Like this, it will have. If it's created by SAP, if it's standard, okay, if it is standard object, you will see SAP here. If it is custom, you will see a user ID of the person who changed it or created it. Okay. Okay, yeah, and Jagdish, for you, if you have to answer your query on the pooled and cluster table, this is a perfect table for it. Why? Because BSCG is a table. If you open this table in ECC system, I'm currently in HANA system. I'll show you how to check whether you are in HANA system or ECC system. Means click on system, on top click on system, then click on status. Okay, first how to identify whether I am in ECC or HANA is system, then status. Okay, here you will see your system information, system admin information. Here, if you observe, there is database system HDB. HDB means HANA database. Okay, HANA database HDB means. So instead of HDB, you are seeing anything else here. That means it's not HANA. You might have SQL, you might
Okay.
have uh, Oracle like that. It will be other
Oh.
systems.
Mm. Yeah.
So since I am in my HANA database, I opened it here. I am seeing this as a transparent table, but I don't have ECC access now. But if you open the same table in ECC system, here it will be written as cluster table. Instead of transparent, it will be cluster. Means here I'm seeing how many fields? 444 fields, number of lines. So transparent table means in the database also this table will have 444 fields in it. Okay, this is screen level. This is screen. On screen I'm seeing 444. So similarly in the database also it will have 444 fields. That is transparent. But in ECC system, same table might have same number of fields in the screen, but in the database level, it will not have 444 fields in it. It will be less. It will be less than 444. It will be different in the database layer. So that's what it was creating unnecessary confusion to the consultants. That was the reason SAP completely replaced those with transparent tables. Again, not removed. Okay, not removed. They replaced it. They did not remove the cluster and pooled tables, they replaced it. BSEG is a cluster table in your ECC. They did not remove BSEG from SAP. They replaced it. They converted it into transparent tables. They did not replace. They did not remove it. Okay, there is a difference. They did not delete or remove it. They converted it. They changed it. Okay, to transparent table. This is about your
Okay.
transparent table. And let me also show you object navigator screen. So slash o, if I go to SC80, this is nothing but your object navigator or the ABAP workbench tool. Okay, called as object navigator or ABAP workbench tool. So by using this one single T code, I can navigate to multiple T codes, multiple areas. So I told you that in order to navigate from one place to another place, you will need a T code, correct? But this is one such T code from which you can navigate to different areas of ABAP, different areas of ABAP. Okay, how? See, you see here there is a drop down, small drop down here in the repository browser section. I am seeing a small drop down. So if I click this, see I'll have different objects here. Package, program, function module. Like that I'll have different ones. Okay, see all these things. Okay. So all these are ABAP related objects. I can navigate to any of these ABAP related objects from this one single T code itself. Okay, this single T code itself I can navigate to any object that I want to. That is ABAP workbench. Okay, SE80 object navigator. Okay, object navigator. So let's go ahead and create one anyhow. We are having 10 minutes of time now. In 10 minutes we will be able to create a package. So let's go ahead and create a package. Okay, so first of all, what did I tell you? Whenever you're okay, normally you might not have package here by default. So let's say normally you are having some function group. Okay, by default I'm telling you, when you actually get your system access, if you come to SC80, you might not have package by default, you might have something else. So how to change it? Simply click this arrow, choose package. That's it. Okay, if you're not seeing package here, simply choose the drop down and choose package. You will get the package name here. Okay, then give a name of the package that you want to create. Please use Z, don't use Y. You can also use Y. System will accept it, but please don't do it, because let's all follow the project naming standards. So that again, as I said, once you get into a project, it will be easy for you to cope up with the developments, cope up with your colleagues if you use project standards. Okay. After that, It's your wish. Okay, depending upon your project standards, you will be changing it. So currently this is a test package that I'm creating for ABAP. Okay, so I'll give Z. Let me also give B3 underscore ABAP. Okay, B3 is some naming convention that I'm using. Then ABAP. Okay, ZB3 underscore ABAP. You can create with your own name also, just for testing purpose. Okay, since we are still in the initial stage, you can create a package with your name also, no problem. ZB3 underscore, you give your name. I mean, Z underscore, you can directly give your name. B3 is also option. I gave it for my own reference. You don't need to give it. You can give any name, but start with Z. Please start with Z. Okay. Then after giving the package name, click on this glasses symbol, spec symbol. This it says display or create object, right? The minute I take my cursor onto the button, you can see the tooltip of it. Okay, this is called tooltip. So see the tooltip. Display or create object. Click this. Okay, does not exist. Do you want to create? I know it is not. It is not existing, and I want to create the object. So I'll click on yes. Okay, then I'll get this pop-up in which it is asking for some information. Okay, and one more important thing. See, if you see all these fields, see for super package and for application components, I am not having this symbol. This symbol for short description only I am having this symbol, but for the remaining ones I am not having this symbol. By defaultly I got something here, software component all, but short description is having some weird symbol, and these two are not having those symbols. So this symbol here means it is a mandatory field. Mandatory field, star fields you will have na in web browser. Normally when you fill out a form or give any details, you will have mandatory fields to give, correct? So this is similar to that. So this icon means mandatory. Okay, this box with a check, this is a box with a check symbol. This means mandatory field. Okay, we cannot leave it blank. When we save a package, we cannot leave this blank. That's what this short description means. So I'll give ABAP test package. Okay, short description I'm giving ABAP test package. Then application component and super package are optional, but let me fill application component because I'll not fill super package. So even if you don't give this also, if you hit OK, package will be saved. Okay, even if you directly hit OK, the package will be saved. But let me give the application component. So again, to give the application component, you might not know what is application component. So what you can do is click on this button. Okay, this button. See, for short description, I did not get that button again. Here, do I have that any button? No. But for application component, I'm getting this button. Correct? This button. So this is called as a F4 help. Function key F. Function key F4 help or search help. Search help. Okay, the purpose of this button is it will show us all the possible entries that I can give here. It is similar to drop down. Okay, when you do drop down, what will happen? It will show you all the entries that you can select, correct? So this is also similar to that only. Okay, instead of a drop down, it is a button. Okay, from here we will select from the drop down. From here we will select from the various options. That's it. No big difference. Okay, so let me click this. I'll click this. See, I've got a pop-up with these many application components. So application component is nothing but a functional area. For which functional area do you want to create this package? Again, this is optional step. If you want to create it, you can assign an application component. If you don't want to assign also, it's fine. No problem, even if you don't assign it. Okay. See, these are all the application areas that are there in my current server. Okay. All the functional work streams that are there in my system basically. Okay. See, I'm having here, see, it says basis here. We talked about basis now when we talked about uh, modules of SAP in the first class. I've told you basis. Here you see BW, business warehousing. Then similar to that, if I keep scroll down, see, I am having finance, financial accounting. Okay, then see here it says D, sales and distribution, MM, material management, QM, quality management, PM, plant maintenance. So like that, I'll have all the work streams, all the functional areas that are there in my system. So depending upon who is asking you to create, if an guy is reaching out to you, an functional consultant is reaching out to you asking you to create a package, then choose simply Okay, again, no need to brainstorm your mind as in which application component to choose. Simply whoever reaches out to you, you know from which team that person is already, correct? So simply choose the application component of that particular team. That's it. If guy reaches out to you, choose If SD guy reaches out to you, choose SD. If finance guy reaches out to you, choose finance. So depending upon to whom you are communicating with, choose the area. Simple. Okay. So let's say now I want to select SD. Okay. Just for test purpose, I'm choosing SD. Double click it. To select it, you can double click it, or see I double clicked earlier, or just to choose it. Okay, choose this and click on choose. Just to select it or click on choose. This is one way. Second way is directly double clicking. Okay, directly you can double click it off. Select this also double click. Both is fine. Both are fine. Your wish. You can use anything that you want to. Okay. If you don't want to give anything also, it's fine. You can completely remove it off. It's optional. Okay, it's optional. See, I'll hit OK now. Super package is not necessary at all. Choose OK. Okay, see, what does it say now? Prompt for a transportable workbench request. Okay, did I tell the system ask a customizing request for a workbench request? I did not say that to the system. System automatically identified what type of object I am creating, and it is prompting for the workbench request because I am creating a workbench object. Okay, because I am creating a workbench object, it is prompting for a workbench request. See here also workbench request. So it is an existing request that is already there in the system with my name. So it is pitching me this, but I don't want to save it in this TR. I don't want to save it in this TR. I'll create a new TR. How to create a new TR? Simply click this button, create request, create. Just to give the short description of the request. Okay. So I'll give underscore test package. Okay. This is a short description that I want to give. I'll hit save. Save. Done. See, automatically a new request got generated. This is a new request number with this description. Okay, I don't need to fill the request number. Automatically it will come. I just need to give the description. Short text, short description. Then hit OK. Here, continue. No more available. What is this? The server is having some problem, I believe. 1 second. Let me try again once. It's not with us, it's some server issue. It's a temporary issue. I don't know why it came earlier. But see, now it got created automatically. Correct? I hit enter, it created automatically. See, this is my package details. Okay, my package name. This is the person responsible, means who created it. Okay, who created it? Created by me. Then on which date is it created? It is created today. So today's date. Who changed it? I created it. I changed it. Okay. If I'm creating it for the first time, then it is automatically changed also. No? So last changed by whom? I changed it. This is my user ID. Similar to this, you will also get your own user ID. So change it on. Who changed it? Sorry, I mean when was it changed? Today only. So like that, these details will come automatically. Okay, automatically. So even after creating the package also, if you want to make any changes, it is possible. So let's say here I give above test package, but now your lead or someone says that don't use this description, change the description. Okay, then simply just click on this change button. Here you see change on top left corner. Click on this change button. Done. Now I am in my change mode. So these are editable. When I'm in my display mode, See, these are not editable. These are grayed out. All these are grayed out. But the minute I go to change. See, now these are editable. Okay. So here, instead of normal writing it in small letters, they want me to write it in capital letters above. Done. Save. So even after creating the package also, you can change the package. No problem at all. You can even change existing packages also. That is also no problem. Depends again on the requirement. If you're getting the requirement to change existing packages, you can still do it. No problem. No restriction at all. Okay. So this is about your package. How to create the package. Again, don't worry. Uh, how to remember these steps and all. Simply open the document. See, steps to create a package. Go to SCIT. Then we give the package name. Then, sorry, select a package means from the drop down, choose the package. From drop down, you have to choose the package name. That's what. Select the package, enter the package name, click on yes button, enter short description. That's it. That's what we did now. Application component is optional. That is the reason I did not write it here. Okay. So here also I did not give the application component. It's optional. If you want to give it, you can give it. If you don't want to give it, you don't need to give it. It's optional. But short description is mandatory. Okay. So anyone, any doubt?
Yeah, we just created a package, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is this like a folder where all work will done? I mean, like all above work that we need to do, or what is it exactly?
Okay. So currently I only created a folder. Okay, empty folder this is.
Okay.
So I mean, see here from here I just selected new folder. Done. This is what my package currently is. If I change this to ZB3, this is my package now. So this is my folder or this is my package. In my folder, do I have anything? Nothing, empty. So similar to this package is also. I only created the folder, but nothing is there inside it. Okay, it's an empty folder.
Okay.
It's an empty folder.
Okay. Okay. Whatever we need, we are planning to do, then we will going to make that in that folder based on the requirement, right? Or
Correct.
is this
Correct.
are we created this in the server? I mean, in the database, you're saying?
Ah, this is created in the server only, no, on the database only.
Okay.
So everyone in this server can see this package now. You will also get your credentials once you complete the registration. So once you get the credentials, even you can open and see this package. Everyone in this server can see this package.
Okay. And we got one unique number, right? While saving the folder, I mean,
Yes.
the package. Is that the tier?
Yeah, that is a tier. So let me
Tier
open
of the
and show you
package.
again the
I mean,
package.
okay. If we want to use the tier, do we have separate tier for the components or the objects including that folder, or can we use the package tier?
Your wish. You can use same tier if you want to use it. If you want to create a new tier, you can create a new tier. You can give anything, no problem.
Okay. I mean,
Normally, you will use
for
same tier.
package. Mhm.
Hmm. So
My
now I
doubt is
created it.
for
I understand. Now I created a temporary empty package. Now if I want to create any object in this package, in which tier you should save. Correct?
mm,
Is that your doubt?
yes, and also if we want to use at somewhere we have to use the tier to move or something like that, right? So at that
Yes.
time, do we need to use the package tier to move all the objects, or do we need to use the individual objects that created in this package?
No,
I
you
mean,
should
the
use
tiers of the individual,
complete.
the
You should
package
use
tier, you're saying?
complete. Yeah, package tier also you should use. Because if you're
Oh,
only moving your objects to quality system, then where will it store? It will not be stored anywhere, right? Package should be there to store it. So every object that you create in one single tier or multiple tiers, all the tiers should move. If you're saving it in multiple tiers, all the tiers should be moved, not one.
okay, if we move the package tier, then all the objects in the package will automatically move. you
No,
said, right?
no, 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 no.
No.
If you're only moving package tier, only package will go. The remaining objects, if you're locking it in one more tier, see, let's say you created
Okay.
two tiers. In one tier you have package, in one tier you have a table. So if
Hmm.
you move package tier, only package will go. If you move uh, table tier, only table tier will move. Both are incorrect. You have to move both the tiers.
Okay, so totally, based on how many objects we created, that number of tiers we need to move, right? You're saying,
Yeah,
for
if you are
example,
saving
including,
every
yeah,
object,
yeah,
mhm.
got it.
If you are saving every object in different tiers, you have to move those many number of tiers.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Anyone else? Okay, so we are already past 6 minutes. So yeah, thanks for staying up for this long. Let's meet tomorrow. We'll see how to create a table tomorrow. I mean, sorry, on Monday. It's only our schedule is only on weekdays, not on the weekends. So we'll meet back on Monday. On Monday, I'll show you how to create the database table. Okay, important. That will be very important topic. So please don't miss it. And I'll be sharing you this introduction document in the Google Classroom. From there, you can access it. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Let's meet tomorrow.